This book everybody has, or maybe somewhere here, in this, under this table. Okay, page 5. All mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, and safely I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. All mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, and safely I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. All mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be separate from suffering, and safely I will establish them in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Page 6. Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. Page 7. We take refuge in the kind root Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas of the Yadams. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in the noble Dharkas, darkness, and the Dharma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Page 8. And the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma, and likewise in the example of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embodied the enlightened mind and progress on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself and to accomplish the stage of the path. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma, and likewise in the example of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embodied the enlightened mind and progress on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to accomplish the stage of the path. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma, and likewise in the example of the Bodhisattvas. As the previous Buddhas embodied the enlightened mind and progress on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to accomplish the stage of the path. May all Mother Sentient Beings, boundless as the sky, have a happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all Mother Sentient Beings, boundless as the sky, have a happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all Mother Sentient Beings, boundless as the sky, have a happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Now we go to page 17. I call refuge, ornaments of the world. Your fame provides the 3,000 words. You are the victor, Vajradhara, widow adopt. I bow at the feet of the Father Jiti Sumgo. Continually I think no one but you. Compassionate one, grant your blessings. Dispel the darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize the unliberated nature of mind. The page 18. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Meru, the supreme mountain, the 4 continents, and the sun and the moon. As a Buddha fair, I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness of the Buddha fairs. To the lamas who possess the 3 kayas, I offer the altar, inner and secret offerings. With my body, wealth, and all that is visible, please grant me the supreme realization and enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through possessions, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, for the sake of the enlightenment of all sentient beings, all these are dedicated. Page 20. Please turn the way of the Dharma of the true workers and the combination according to the dispositions and likewise the mental capacity of sentient beings. Okay. So now we do the meditation first a little bit. That's okay? So yesterday we talked the 7-point posture, right? So stay the 7-point posture, and then maybe also sometimes when we meditate, use the breath, like this finger, thumb, go to in here, and close here like this one here. Inhale from the left nose. Then hold and exhale from the right. Inhale. Exhale. We doing the unison. Exhale. It's right now. We did exhale from the left nose, right? Inhale also from the left nose. Feel the body hold, then hold and breathe here. And then out from the right nose. Inhale from the right nose. Do you got? Actually, we do 3 times from the left nose, 3 times from the right nose, and then also both nose. Inhale. Hold the breath. Then exhale from the mouth. Then inhale from the nose. Hold the breath. Exhale from the mouth. Inhale and hold the breath. Exhale. Okay, so then usually when you do the meditate, mind generation, refuge in the mind generation first. So that's why we did the opening prayers. And then do this breathe. The same as the 7-point posture yesterday we already talked. So first step morning, is focusing object is good. Shamatha first, before the vipassana. So then, because mind have so many thoughts, not so clear. So we needed to meditate, focus one object, using the object, and just resting mind the object, breathe it naturally, and concentration. Then we cannot analyze the object, just only focus object. So we do this maybe 1-2 minutes. So first I use this bell, and then focus this sound. This sound is little bit become tiny, dissolve. Then your focus move to the object. Object is you can pick up anything in front of you. So today we don't have any specific using, you can pick up. Usually you're at your home, maybe you can use crystal or something object, not white color. So white color is not so good for eye. So yesterday we already talked, eye cannot open wide, cannot, otherwise your eye is pain. It comes tear, That's why eyes just need, looks like closed, but it's open, can see the object. Usually you look the statues, tangas, the eyes looks like very peaceful looking, right? Not the eye wide open. So like that one. Looks like almost closed, but you can see objects clearly. Focus for the object. Okay. First focus the song, then move to the object. Okay, so now we move to the object, change the object. So now we focus for the breathe. Exhale, inhale, only just focus for breathe. This one you can close eye, you can open eye, either is okay. So what is easy for you? We cannot count the breath. Sometimes the counting the breath meditation, but that's also mindfulness meditation, but not the shamatha, Shamatha, no. We just only focus for breath. Exhale, inhale, just mind is focus for breath. There's two different objects. So depending person, some people are very easy to focus for object, external object. Some is easy for breathe, with breathe object. So usually we do the first one is internal object. Then we move to the breathe, focus for breathe. They have two differences, right? So we do this focus for breathe, okay? How is the focus for object? Is okay or hard? Your body is here, so mind also must be here. Yeah, usually our body is here, but mind is go somewhere. So then that's problem, right? Okay, so now we do the then focus for breathe, couple minutes. Breathe is cannot just effort, like what is that? Forcing. Cannot be any forcing. Need to just naturally, breathe. Naturally breathe. Yesterday we talked already the breathe from the mouth. Maybe you can inhale from the nose, but must be out is from the mouth. Maybe you can both is from the mouth is good. But some people are very hard to do that because we usually breathe from the nose. That is some sort of habit. So when we meditate, we need to change our habits. So we need to breathe from our mouth. Tongue is up, touching up at the palate. Cannot be open the wide, just a little bit naturally open. Your tongue is up, touching the palate. Then focusing for breathe. Okay. Which is easy? Focus for object or breathe? Breathe easy? Object, yeah. For me, used to be object is much easier than focus for breathe. So then, after I'm practicing a little bit more for focus for breathe, no, it's either it's just same thing, which is a little bit hard. We needed to practice more for that, focus for that. So then comes same thing, Or actually, some meditation instructions say which one is easy for you. You do that. But I think which is hard. We needed to practice more that, Then become either one is okay. So both is very important. And then also when we meditate, like visualization, right? So this too is like not only Buddhist, I think it's all just general basic meditation, whole universal. Even Buddhists, non-Buddhists all share the same thing. Then visualization makes a little bit different. So we focus a little bit, visualize the meditation. Visualize the meditation, we need eyes closed. Then visualize our Guru or Yadam deity, Buddha, which is where you have more strong devotion. So that is we need to visualize in front of us. So focus that object, bring to this in our own mind, in the front. So I seeing clearly, Example, like my eye, like meditate, I visualize my Guru, and you can change, if you have many Gurus, you can change, like minutes. So then visualize Guru and then meditate. Let's give more, open eye, open the heart, so you can get blessing. Because comes devotion. The feeling is a little bit different. Usually we focusing other just regular object. It can calm down, get peace, relax. But not much coming the devotion there, right? Feeling is not changing. Only just calm down, peace. You visualize the Guru and the Yadam deity. Then become your fear is like comes devotion and more happy and joy feeling arise. So that feeling is important. Then visualize the Yadam and Guru. So that's also purify our meditation obscurations. When we do meditate before we supplication to Guru, right? So Yadam deity. Then visualize the Yadam deity and Guru. So then go into the Vipassana meditation. So that's why we need to do the visualization meditation. Focus Yadam on Guru front of us. Close eye. Your mind seeing clearly object. Eye no need to see. Okay? If your eye open, you cannot see, then you can see the close, something different, right? So that's why I need to close. Mind seeing clearly, that is important. If you don't have a specific Guru, something, then we have a Buddha statue here. So let's focus for Buddha, and then first look to the Buddha statue. So think about a little bit, cultivate Buddha's compassion, Buddha's wisdom, and think about Buddha's quality, and then there's also arise our mind. From here is devotion comes. So you meditate and Buddha's heart center light radiates come to our hearts, direct light from his heart to heat our heart here, and then all the purify obscurations. Then you get blessing from the Buddha. So that's also another way to similar, you can do that way. visualization, okay? Okay, so now number 4, still we are in the Vipa Shamatha, so no any using object, just mind resting. We don't use any object, no visualization, no using any object like breathe, focusing object, just mind resting, no any follow the thoughts, you know. So that's the way we do meditation. No, okay. You have any question there? That's the step by step, you know. Now we already Vipassana, Shamatha. No, Vipassana section. This is all the step by step is Shamatha. So this last step is actually very similar to the yesterday we talked about the resting meditation, right? It's almost the same. A little bit different is this called the shamatha, is just only resting mind. Other is not resting, still you have awareness. Look to the mind and seeing like clearly awareness in there. So this is just stop the thoughts and you just rest, not just looking to the natural mind. Right? So meditators just when we get this section then move to the vipassana, rest meditation. Okay? So sometimes we do each stage, you know. If you have a longer time, you wanted to do just all different kind of, you know, practicing, then you do step by step is good. Then if you don't have much time, then just go directly to vipassana, you know, resting meditation. Also okay. There's no really the rules, you must do this, you know, first. Because depending on our fear and the situation, right? Related to the. Also sometimes morning, which one is good? Afternoon, which one is good? Evening is which one good, you know? They have a little bit different, right? The related to our feeling or body. So that's we needed to know what I needed to do. Actually, teacher cannot say you must do morning this, afternoon this, step by step, right? The who do the meditate, they needed to know what is best for me. Yeah. So then, yesterday we talked about analytical, right? You know how to analyze? Analytical meditation. The meditators, you know, using some object. It's like anger arise, afflictive emotion arise, using something. Then look that anger, look the afflictive emotion, you know. Then they're practicing. So the meditators better stay in the retreat. Better is to stay in the throng, you know. The doing something with some samsaric beings. Better to stay in the remote area, you know, good meditators, because they needed to using this energy to take to the positivity, right? If you don't have any object, solitary retreats like that takes longer path. So you stay in the busy throng and with some sort of beings, their meditators are take short times to get realization. Yeah? Do you understand why the meaning? Because they're using this energy, you know, take to the path. Sometimes they don't have any object, they just try to some object to find arise, like afflictive emotion, like try to get anger, and then they're practicing using that anger to take to the path. So when we do meditate, like first load the thoughts means try to something, you know, we thoughts effort, right? Then we investigate that thoughts, where these thoughts come from, where they stay, where they goes, right? Even like anger arise, where the anger come from. Then where they're going, what they're doing, you know, they watch the anger. So then naturally, not really come from, not going any place, nothing to place to stay, naturally is liberated anger. Yeah? So that's called the analytical meditation, means like using some object. Thinking about that, use that object, right? So yesterday, that's why we said, where is thoughts come from? Thoughts has many positive thoughts, negative thoughts, right? Not always negative thoughts. Thoughts means not always negative thoughts. Sometimes positive thoughts, but when you do meditate, that's also become not positive, during the meditation time. Yeah? Usually you go into outside doing something work with other people, it's positive thoughts, good motivation, something. In the meditation, that's all, doesn't matter positive thought, negative thought, this all needed to purified. So needed to watch analytical, where they come from, thoughts, where they stay, where they're going. They really come from the mind. Then we think about thoughts come from the mind. Mind and the thoughts are same or different. It cannot be same, cannot be different. That means thoughts, mind, both are emptiness. Really cannot find any place to locate it, right? Cannot find place to come from, cannot place to go any place, because it's all the illusion, temporary. Arise, it's emptiness, yeah? So that's logic is yesterday we using, that's called intellectual meditation. Also sometimes we do meditate, you have lots of thoughts coming, very hard to do the rest meditation. They needed to use the intellectual meditation. So that's also both very important, right? Not either one. If you don't have intellectual meditation, then sometimes when thoughts comes, your body is there, you have meditated, looks like, but then actually you cultivate thoughts or cultivate anger or jealousy in something, they're not really doing meditation, yeah? So that's why we using the analytica, it's easy to recognize when thought comes, using this method. Also the reading these books or is intellectual meditation. So sometimes we not only sit in meditation and needed to read and teachings, and needed to intellectual. That helps for purify obscurations. Okay, so now any question you have about yesterday? So yesterday we talked the teaching is intellectual meditation has two differences. Which one? You remember? Intellectual meditation has two sections. Forget already? This is the same meaning, yeah, discursive and intellectual meditation, right? So, selflessness of a person, right? Selflessness of phenomena. So first we investigation to our body, where is the self? If we don't love that, because we thought self is permanent, right? So then we think about I, always I. So investigate, where is the self? Self cannot be any place, right? If this body is self, yes or not? No? Kind of yes, right? Actually yes, because our thinking about always, my means my body is always here, self. But you use logic, investigate. This body is only far arrogance, and with mind, more with mind, right? Yesterday we told that. Self is only one permanent entity. This body is far arrogance, compound of phenomena, and permanent. Then this body cannot be self because this is contradiction, right? Yeah? So that's the logic, the contradiction right there, body and self. That's why self cannot be in our body. If self is the body, there must be five, because five arrogance, not only one there. Then self is our body is then self is compound of phenomena. Then self is the body is impermanent. So we think about the self is permanent. And also single entity, right? How to say single entity, then permanent, no changing. So that's all is contradiction there. Yeah? That's why cannot be bodies, cannot be self. Then our bodies cannot be self, then any place no self. Self is emptiness, but it's a delusion. Same as this table. We investigate where is the table. We cannot find any place table located, but just our perception, just thought said this is the table. Only our perception, right? So that's using the logically and approve selflessness, emptiness, right? They also check the object too. Object use the logically object, or it's impermanent compound of phenomena. It's nothing is permanent there. It's the same as the dream. So when you wake up, it's all gone, right? That's why everything is a delusion. So that's the analytical discoursive meditation has meditate on the selflessness of the person, meditate on the selflessness of phenomena. So this is a very big topic when we talked Buddhist philosophy. This is only just looking for, like meditators, like kind of we talking about cores, right? Not subtly going in there using logic. Otherwise, lots talk to here, needed to talk. So then, this five arrogance, aggregates, forms, feeling, perceptions, mental formations, consciousness. This is called five aggregates. That usually body is like I means for this all together, right? But this is not actually one. It's many there. Then now is we have to go to the section is the investigation of self. See, the phenomena refers to the outer phenomena, right? Self means look to our five arrogance, our own body. This phenomena refers to outer object and also subject and object both. More general. In inner subject mind, phenomena is the grasping, fixation to object, subject, object, duality of inner subject and the world out there. So that's already we finished yesterday. We don't talk again today. You have any question yesterday section? See, these sections just talk generally what the meaning is, right? We have grasped onto them as thought. They were whereas forms and other phenomena only appear as if in a dream. Okay. So then you don't have any question that section. So we go to the investigation of phenomena. We go to the resting meditation. Okay, here is Vipassana has two aspects. Analytical or discursive meditation is finished. So now we're going to do the non-conceptual meditation or resting the mind. So this meditation is the name is different, Dzogchen Mahamudra. Its meaning is exactly same, you know. But sometimes we teach, the words is a little bit different. Here mostly use is emptiness. Other like Dzogchen, they're called Rigpa. You know, sometimes called Rigpa, sometimes called Buddha nature. So they're using many different words there. But exactly meaning is not different. Rigpa also means emptiness. Emptiness is Rigpa, Rigpa is emptiness, you know. So non-conceptual meditation or rest in the mind. That's the topic today. Non-conceptual meditation. Okay, so here then, non-conceptual resting meditation. Meditate in Krebs spirit. It's hard to pronunciate. Krebs clarity. Resting in the suchness nature itself. Clarity means like not only the stop thoughts, you know. Usually we did meditate a little bit. Shamatha, that section is just to stop the thoughts. This one must have to have a clarity, because spatial insight meditation means you not only empty, not just stop the thoughts, it's clarity. Then resting in the suchness means like mind nature is clarity. It's then we need to resting there. Resting meaning is no thoughts, right? We don't any, how to say, like elaborated thoughts or fibrillated thoughts, something. We cannot do any like arise thoughts from our mind, but must be just resting, stay calm, resting. Resting is almost the same as the shamatha and vipassana, same resting, but this one has clarity, and then also resting in the suchness nature, means look really into the mind. When we do meditate, nothing focus object, really look to in our own feeling, mind. Then this is the really clearly, you know, use not the just close eye same, right? Very clearly recognizing, you know, clear, how to say, the clearly understanding. Feel is different, right? Feeling. So suchness nature itself. Then nothing, any thoughts. So you can see suchness nature. Example, water is already the how to say drugs. Yesterday we used example, drugs all go down, shutter down, right? Shutter, then you can look directly to in the water. Sometimes the river has like colors change. You cannot see in there what there has, right? Sometimes the water is very clear. You can see fish, rocks, everything clearly. So like that, we don't have any thoughts resting. Then suchness nature means you can see mind, nature. Then that nature is clarity. Clarity is emptiness. Emptiness, clarity, not separable. Therefore, then we recognize our own feeling called awareness. Yeah. So that's the special insight meditation here. Nature itself. State beyond concept and beyond analysis. See, this resting means like beyond the concept. Usually we have so many concept thoughts. Even we do the puja, we mentally we create many thoughts, right? That's all positive thoughts. Why do we using the like mentally offering, mentally visualize, we mentally this universe is like meditate like pure land. The all beings transform to our mentality, the Buddhas, That is we changing our perception because we have a very strong karmic imprints, samsaric karmic imprints. That's karmic imprints transforming, change to the Buddha's perception, right? But that's also the good meditation, positive meditate. But when we do this meditate, we no use this method too. Okay? So we needed to know when we needed to use this method, when we don't use. When we do this meditate, we cannot any concept, positive, negative, anything. State beyond concept and beyond analysis. See, analysis usually we thoughts, where they come from, thoughts. They analyze thoughts, mind or same or different. That's all analyze meditation. But when we do this resting meditation, we don't analyze anything. Just need to state resting. Such in its nature. If we don't stay such in its nature, then example when in the river, the river is clear, but you seeing some object in the river, then you researching that object, right? So that is called analytic. Like when we do the resting meditation, sometimes the thoughts comes. This resting meditation, thoughts just recognize and naturally liberated. If you recognize, then thoughts is cause of samsara. If thoughts you recognize, then this is naturally liberated and become your practice is more strong. More thoughts comes, more you recognize liberated thoughts. That is the practicing, The meditator has more thoughts. They are good for meditators if they recognize, Yeah. That's needed to know. It's when I was in Germany. So it's discussion like Gachinobochi meditation. So he told me that stay in the retreat, take longer time, longer path. You stay in the throng with people. If you really know how to meditate, this has become more strong practicing and easily get realization. He said because when thoughts arise, needed to recognize thoughts. If you recognize one day, 100 thoughts you recognize, then you are practitioner. If usually we know recognizing, 1,000 thoughts comes, we know recognizing that, right? We know recognizing only 2-3 thoughts. Yeah? So you recognize 2-3 thoughts, and then 10, and 20, and then especially strong feeling thoughts comes, you recognize liberated thoughts, afflictive emotions become your quality. It's like compassion and love, that your quality is arising strongly. So then Rinpoche said, if you stay in the retreat, take longer time, because if you not so much emotions, thoughts strong arise, then just always kind of similar there. You know, your practicing is not growing. If you have in the tongue and you strong something emotion and these thoughts arise, you recognize that, then the thoughts are liberated, and at the same time your quality is all getting, you know, like realization is coming up strong and strong. So that is the meditators, you know, but not easy to for beginners, right? Beginners must be the like home, small home, not so many sound, not many objects. So usually the beginners, the same, just we have so many roles, right? Like 7-point posture, and then meditation retreat hearts, nice place, remote area. This all talk about for the beginners. Same is that when you take the Dava lesson class, right? Drive the car, driving lesson class, right? Lesson class. You drive in the highway or not? No, where you go? Easy way. You must have to have some place to go to, like specific place, right? See? So when you drive, the road also very small, you know, first time. This car comes you're nervous. Many car comes, you cannot drive there because you must go some like safe place, right? That is your mind. You know, these thoughts, you're accepting everything. You know, all this object you're accepting. That's why the problem is. When you have very good drive, you know acceptance car comes, you know, you just drive, you're focusing. Doesn't matter, there's 1,000 cars going there, you just focus on your car, you don't analyze others' car, you don't mind pick up that speed, right? That's why we don't have any problem, right? When you're good driver, then you just can drive. The same thing meditators also, when they have good meditate, then the thoughts, what that comes arises, they never anything make hard for them. Because first recognize, naturally liberated. Yesterday I talked, secondly, the thoughts is just nothing distraction for them. Same is the thief go to empty house, nothing to get, nothing to lose, you know, no object, no accepting, no rejection there, right? Same time, you don't accept any thoughts, no, you don't reject anything thoughts. First beginner, we always, that's feeling, you know, thoughts comes, oh, I have thoughts comes. So accept already. Then you think, oh, I need a rejection, this thoughts. Meditator don't do that, just whatever comes, naturally just recognize and purified or like liberated thoughts. You got? Okay, so then, that's why we call suchness nature itself. Then that nature is a state beyond the concept and beyond analysis. Yeah? If you analyze, there's many problems there, right, become. You drive the car, many cars come and you analyze all the cars, your eyes become problem and your feelings become get you the disease, you know. right? Because you analyze there. You don't just analyze anything. State of oneness beyond. Oneness means just actually nothing, the one. Because not many there, that's why we call oneness, but actually not any one there, only just state the nature. Sometimes people think oneness means it's one specific something in there, but not really anything in there. It's already everything's beyond, free from all the elaborated thoughts. Expression without any fabrication. See, when we do the resting meditation without any fabrication, we do chanting, sometimes we fabricate it, right? The correct word of fabrication means we try to create something, right? Yeah, make, because we do the visualization. All the generation stage, many we have to have fabricate, meditate. So that's is like different method. This resting meditation we do without any fabrication. Yeah. Non-conceptual resting meditation. Meditate in curves, clarity resting. Such is nature itself. Abide in this state, remain in the continuity of mind without distraction, state of entity lessness. Yeah? So we have to do lots like meditation here. You think so? Because it's a meditation teaching, right? We needed to practicing and talk, and together is better. Okay. So we do here a little bit meditate. See, abide in this state. Remain in the continuity of mind without distraction, state of entitylessness. Okay. So now we go to the next section. Non-conceptual resting meditation. Clarity of awareness. Clarity of awareness. No object of meditation. No object anything, right? You have object or not? No. Resting meditation, no object, yeah? Shamatha we must have to have object, yeah? This one, no object. No object of meditation. No point of reference. Yes or no? Reference meaning is a reference meaning. Oh, just no point of reference. Yes or no? No. Okay. Or the past. Yes. Yeah. Yes. No. Yeah, no using any object. Yes. Yes. So first, this is like sometimes we first starting meditate. You have reference something in front. Then that's good. Then slowly leave this. Yeah, goes away and leave. Then not there. Like actually, I is loaded, but you looking at your own nature. Yeah. So then no any object there. Close eye also okay. But closed eye sometimes get more fogginess. Mind is like become easily sleepy, mind come back. So that's why a little bit open is better. Yeah. Yes. That's called the generation stage. Generation stage. So this is called the special insight meditation. It's that's called the generation stage. Generation. This the generation also has a like generation completion stage, right? First generation, then completion stage. This is the Vajrayana tradition. This is a Sutra tradition, Vipassana and Shamatha and Vipassana. So a little bit different there, right? Yeah, this is Sutra tradition, first Vipassana. Shamatha. Then Vipassana. So Vipassana is the same as the completion stage. Completion, because completion stage also nothing meditate anything. Then generation stage, shamatha is some part of it similar but not exactly same method, different method. Okay? There's a little bit different beginning, like starting, meditate. That's good, nothing happening is the meditate. Yeah, nothing object, nothing happening, no any expecting, all the free from thoughts. Can you say again? Oh yeah. So that's why first we needed to meditate, like focus for object and focus for breathe, and then also analytical meditation. That's all go first. Then this is become already easily there. Yeah. So this meditation is the highest one, right? Highest one means no cannot go beyond that, nothing to go there beyond that. So that's why a little bit hard. But some just dependent people, some it's become very easy to do this way. Because the meaning is called the, like, maybe sometimes we say there's some connection previous life, meditate, you know. Or some say sharp focus student, sometimes sharp focus is not necessary to go to step by step much. So then just right away there, then meditate. When we meditate this, you know, we must Okay. So then nothing to attach onto us unborn. Nothing to attach. Why? Nothing is exist, right? That's why nothing to attach. No object there. Nothing object. You have object, then subject, then mind cling to the object, comes grasping. Then comes emotion, then comes karma. Then karma is cause, comes samsaric suffering, right? So you state this nature, you don't have any object. Then no object cannot be any attached onto us unborn. Unborn means beginningless time, we are unborn. No one born. Right? It's emptiness. You know this? It's the biggest topic. It's philosophy unborn. Usually you read many, even 37 Buddhists are beginning, they unborn, realize like something, Avalokiteshvara, right? Unborn means absolutely we are never born in samsara. You know, relatively we say, okay, we have parents, we have previous life. But you go into really such this nature, you never born, never die. Because no born, then cannot be die, right? Why is it then we have born, why we are die? Same is it in the dream. In the dream, you be born in the dream, like you have born your kids, then they're alive, you attach to them, then one day they die. When you wake up, they're really born, they're born? No, they die? No, because they didn't born, how can die there, right? So this is the emptiness. If we really wanted to know emptiness, needed to know the unborn. You know, unborn means we never born. How can we be born? Like then use the logic, Maya Minka talk about 4 different ways using the logic. born means like born yourself, or born means comes from others, or both, or no cause. Something, use the logics. If we born our own self, then this table get another table because they born, how to say the self and the self, right? So then we born in the same is another Khenpo Samdup, another Khenpo Samdup. Then the thousands. Yeah. So cannot born self, cannot born others. If you born the others, then me and this table is different, right? No same, yeah. This is a table and me, same or different? Different, right? No same. Use logically, not same, right? It's different. That's why I say if born, this means born meaning is like different, then table needed to born Khenpo Samdup. Khenpo Samdup born the table and like this, then it's become always crazy, right? So that's why it's use logic, no born. It's unborn, meaning it's like only same is the dream and the delusion. You search how to born is like who is the first? Cause is the first or result is first? They are same or different. How do they connected? Like this, all you research is nothing there really. Born means everything is just comes condition together arises. This is the emptiness because of the causes conditions. It's interdependent. Nothing permanent come from, right? So that's why we say as unborn. If I talk this, I need a translator. And also I go back to read more philosophy book. Mostly I forget, They have lots of logic. The Nagarjuna, Chandakirti, Asanga, they're using so many logics for this reason. That's why my Yamika books are big, Talk about only this. The unborn, then you know the emptiness easily. You understand. So the problem is we usually didn't talk unborn using the logic. That's why then people always have, emptiness. Maybe yes, maybe no. Yeah, makes sense. Or maybe no. That why that's happening because we didn't teach this unborn logic. If we teach this logic, take longer. Okay. Then nothing to suppress. Suppress, right? Suppress lan kakarwa. Money. Suppress. I say nothing to suppress. Nothing to suppress. So nothing to do. What do we do? What we did first? Can you show me what you did? It's emptiness, nothing to show, right? Nothing to do means like reality, absolute truth, nothing to do. It's no subject, no object. What are we going to do? Nothing, empty or not empty, see? Usually we say empty. Absolute reality, no empty there. Because no exist. How can be empty there? Like no born, how can be die there? So that's called like all the free from thoughts, free from all the views. Usually, yesterday we talked Buddhism is not religion. Means they talk about this one because we don't have any grasp to any object. We don't have view. If you have view, Nagarjuna said, then you have something problem there. He said, I don't have any problem because I don't accept anything. I don't have view, no meditate, no path. Right? We read Heart Sutra teaching. There's no path, no cessation. No cessation means actually nothing get there. This relative truth, we have all this path. But absolute, this state, nothing there. When we already wake up, we're talking about wake up already, not talking about in the dreaming. Yeah? So that's important you need to know. Nothing to do, nothing empty or not empty. See, usually we empty, and this empty is a big difference there, right? Usually we think it's empty, it's like something not there. My cup is empty, no water in there. But this empty means like all seeing forms is emptiness. Emptiness is clearly seeing. Same is this projector here. It's empty but seeing. Same is television. It's empty but the seeing clearly, right? It exists in the television, the people. In the TV, people exist. Then cannot see that. Cannot show there, right? Because already exist. And people are bigger, TV are small. How we can get into there? So that means like why we can show all this emptiness. That's why everything is possible. Emptiness. Yes. When you aim to meditate, just then they don't have anything like see this. Yeah. Yeah, no view. No thoughts, like no subject, no object there. Bodhicitta is a beginning practicing. That's also coming here. Yeah, why is how to cultivate bodhicitta, how to cultivate the love of compassion, This is coming later, yeah. That's why some people only do like emptiness. They don't cultivate love and compassion. Then that person didn't get any like quality again, because they're also falling another part, Two extremes, right? So we are not two extremes. All have a balance. Practicing all together, then you comes this quality. If you only go to emptiness, think about emptiness, no cultivate method, anything, emptiness, never get any quality. So that's also coming here. Okay, then non-conceptual resting meditation. Just rest your mind. Usually you rest your mind or not? Not, right? Even we are sleeping, we rest our mind or no? No, right? Follow the dreaming. You sit here because maybe you think about your home or tomorrow or lots, going on there. Mind is never resting. Meditation means just rest your mind. That's the just big topic. Rest your mind. We never rest our own mind. I'm beginning last time until no. our minds focus always follow the objects, follow the thoughts. That's why we are still in samsara. So meditation means we rest our own mind, not follow the thoughts, not follow the object, anything. Then mind going to get in the nature. Usually we didn't look to here, looking always object, right? We never think close to here. We cannot see here anything, I cannot see too close, right? Same thing, mind is not easy to see because too close. Already we have, right? Whatever arises and whatever appears, look directly into it. No need for any special effort to rest your mind beyond this effortlessness. This is the biggest, teaching instruction for meditators. Sometimes we arise afflictive emotions, thoughts, so many appeared, right? Then what do we do? Many people say, oh, I cannot do meditation because so many thoughts comes. So this is the good one, Some people think, oh, I have a strong afflictive emotion, cannot do meditation. Use this method. Whatever arises, see, whatever, anger, jealousy, ignorance, attachment, or thoughts, positive thoughts, negative thoughts, anything arises. And whatever appears, form, seeing good or bad, nice, anything, whatever you're seeing, look directly into it. Look directly into it. Then there are just naturally emptiness. Look, anger is arise. Look directly anger. Anger is no exist there. Anger is just naturally purified, naturally liberated. So all the thoughts like that, look directly into it, yeah? You understand? No need for any special effort. If you try to find some effort, then you lose the meditation. Also actually good, if we don't do anything, but effort is good. But in this meditation, you don't need to find any effort. We need to know where we are, Same, exactly, right now we are in the temple, right? Not talking about the driving the car or something, right? So you drive the car, you must have to have an effort to come to Dharma center. But you are in here already, you don't need any effort. Special effort, need for any special effort too. Then what we do, rest your mind. Then just what thought comes, they are just naturally dissolved. Rest your mind beyond in this effortlessness. You have any question there? Here you want to take the notes also.
When you in the vipassana meditation, when you have a thought, you have to analyze where it goes,
Yes, sir.
in meditation, when you have looking.
Yeah, looking that thoughts recognize. Looking means really recognize.
Then not analyze.
Not analyzing. Yes. Just letting go. Because you have already practiced analytic, right? First. That's a helps for this. Otherwise, you directly do this meditation, you don't have analytical meditation. So then, look directly means, same is go take to the analytical again. Then you're going to, where thoughts come from, thoughts the same as mind or not, but sometimes they not like using this logic, maybe go to like follow the always thoughts, you know. Analytica is good because you know how to use, like, investigate thoughts, right? Emotions. This log directly means just nothing there. Naturally pure. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, they have to recognize. Then if you recognize, naturally it's liberated thoughts. Meditators, if you no recognize, they also cannot grasping to the thoughts. Grasping, right? Clinging, grasping the thoughts. Then you create, become grasp to that. You lose already meditation. You have already different feeling. Rāñjī kī mē bā chā kōrē. Tē ndō rō kō khurā rāñjī kī shiān rō.
That is a previous we had already. So when you come back, that should be a fact.
Yeah. Do your joking la some your three method joking teaching. Tambo de namdo ngoshi gores. Namdo ngoshi ne pen ngoshi ke madan theba na ye res. Ngoshi pe madan theba na ye.
For instance, recognize the form. Recognize
Then usually we not recognize, right? The problem is not recognize thoughts. It's recognize is the first one. Then ngoshi ke madan theba na res one. Then namdo ke less ke mar ko khora ra yin ke me ba cha do yor namdo khora. Thế như bạn từ lần năm tôi cả sẽ chia vào như nào vậy? Thế là năm tôi là phim mi nô mi ông gọi là phim ba tấn nô ba mấy ba, phim ba tấn nô ba mấy ba bên là cứ mà thế không bắt đông ba là xong rồi na, thế có cả cái nô ba có mà rồi, không bắt đông ba là cứ mà xong rồi gì, năm tôi cả sẽ chia vào như nào vậy? Thế cái chỉ phim hoặc là nô hoặc cả cái mà phim nô. That's the third one. The second one, the third one. There were Namdo Karaswayana, Koran Karanjin, Passion over it. Most Muslims Wayana. Then the door taken, the Koran to Koran on the Bajado. The such a Besons and the Shegomar, Koran on the Ranjin order, the Pakoran Ranjin down. Namdo Koran more on session go your motion.
Naturally dissipate like the state. And mind, unlike the core by itself, naturally, the culture of mind dissipate naturally.
Yeah, that's yesterday we told, right? Yeah, that's also the method from the Dzogchen, but it's same thing, no difference here. It's different words, you know. Okay. So there's no need for any special effort to rest your mind beyond this effortlessness. Beyond effortlessness, yeah? Non-conceptual rest and meditation. as you gain greater accomplishment, you will be free of any grasping at meditation. So when we meditate, like beginners need to use this method. If you use this method, then comes this one. As you gain greater accomplishment, then we get the qualities arise, right? Then it comes a result also. The all object on which to meditate, therefore free from any contrary or effort for meditation. Any question there? You will be free of grasping. Because no grasping. Why no grasping? Thoughts. You already recognize they're naturally purified. Then where we go, no object to grasping there. Right? If anger arises, you recognize, then just already liberated. There's no grasping there. You will be free of any grasping at meditation. We don't have any object to grasping, or object on which to meditate, therefore free from any contrary. No any object, right? We don't use any object meditate. Even we cannot meditate, cannot means like here, this meditation we not visualize. Sometimes we visualize positive, the Yadam and Guru. But this all before this, go into this before. You are already in this state. Then you don't use anything. Free from any contrary or effort for meditation. Easy to talk, right? Easy to talk means, but really cannot show. Kind of, yeah, yes, right? But very hard to get meditation there. When we do meditate, so thoughts comes, the take way. Because our mind is already strongly, so what is the karmic imprints is very strong. Habituation very strong. Habituated, yeah? Cannot easily change. Even we have something habits, like I drink coffee 1 cup of one day, so I have habits. It's not easy to give up, right? Sometimes we go to other country, not easy to change to like, sleeping, yeah? Because that's all habits already other place. Temporary habits are like that strong, yeah? We have these habits, mind, follow the thoughts, then thoughts and attach object, create this all the, grasping to objects. Strong habits are beginning lifetime internal. Not only this lifetime habits. That's why not easy to change our habits. So when we listen to this teaching, that's habits. So usually habits is karmic imprints is strong and strong, right? The causes of samsara. When you listen and teaching, you already stop these habits. They meditate, then transforming the habits. So that's why it's not easy. Meditation is, some people want to come right away. Meditation is not the alcoholic or drug, right? Cannot become right away. Right away, benefit comes, that's effect another, how to say, the bad things again, right? Also very temporary. not benefit permanently, yeah? You effect like injection or some medicine 5 minutes after, but then 1 hour after you already need to take again. So that's all temporary, yeah? So this meditation we're talking about, this benefit is longer, but take time, and benefit is the more permanent benefit. Not only this life, take to the future lives, because we meditate, not body, mind. Mind no die. When we die, body is die, right? Mind is no die. We borrow the quality is our own mind, not for the body. Body exercise, yoga, when we die, we lose the body already gone. Same is like draw the tangas something on the wall, so that we damage this wall or destroy, then it's all gone. So you make the quality our own mind. Meditate means practicing mind. One day we die, quality is no gone. Benefit is no lost. Because that's take to the future lives. Carry to future lives, right? We know that our body is the same as the guest house. Mind is the same as the guest. So the benefit take to the future life meditation. Also not come right away, but takes time, need patience. When we do meditation, patience is important. Right? Patience. If no patience, then they do 5-10 minutes. So many thoughts come, oh, I cannot do. Right? So take time meditation. Effort for meditation. So maybe we take break here. Lunchtime ready. Yeah. Yeah, also the meditate, when we meditate, need to always take off is, when you have a good posture, how to say, the God's very good, meditate like posture, not posture, but, yesterday I talked like when we stop the meditate, then always the right place. Right place means, good mood, right? I think easy to say good mood. Then need to stop. When you have difficult mood, then don't stop, okay? Try again. So how about we maybe talk is 1:30 is better? 2 hours, 2 o'clock is too long, right? Between there. 1:30 is better, I think so. Yeah. 1:30. Okay, thank you. Okay, Daddy.
Let me try something. I want to put the PDF. I save this as a PDF. See, because the formatting doesn't come out exactly the way.
Really? 1 minute.
I didn't send it to you yet. You don't have it yet.
No, I needed to. This one reject.
Or just,
Maybe I'm using different one.
no, you're using the right one, but there are a couple changes I make. But let me give it to you in a PDF form and see if it comes out better.